Hey, what's going on everybody? It's a boy Joker back again with another Kingdom Hearts theory video. This time we're going to be exploring a popular theory that some people have been asking me to cover, and I'll admit, this is a pretty interesting theory too. Before I start though, I just want to ask all of you to go ahead and slap that like button like your mama taught you right and subscribe to the channel. Let's try to get 15 likes on this video. The channel is growing and I'm so happy that we've come this far. I promise you that I have a lot of good content coming up too, so you're not going to want to miss a single video. Alright, so now we got that out of the way, get ready fellow Guardians of Light, because now we're about to jump into the netherworld with another theory. Today's theory that I have for you all today is a popular fan favorite theory that a lot of my viewers have been suggesting me to cover. It's called the "there are two brains" theory. So for those of you who are not aware, Kingdom Hearts Union Cross has revealed Kingdom Hearts Union Cross has revealed a lot of information and lore about the series, and there's also been many shocking reveals since the start of Union Cross, all the way into the epic finale of the game. I know that a lot of you out there are, wondering, at least wondered this maybe once, twice. Are there two brains? Is Brain a clone of the real Brain? Was there a fake Brain impersonating the real Brain? Well, I have good news for you all. I will be answering these questions and opening your minds to the madness that is Kingdom Hearts. So let's start with none other than Brain himself. Brain. So, he is a true Guardian of Light, or so we thought. Could Brain possibly be an imposter or a clone? Let's talk about the possibility of Brain being a clone of the original Brain, as well as being an imposter. During the events of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, we see Brain multiple times. But when Brain was first introduced, did you all notice something? What is something Brain was always found doing when we got to see him in the cutscenes? He was always reading, wasn't he? But what was he reading? It wasn't just any ordinary book. What Brain was reading was the Book of Prophecies. And I mean, it was pretty obvious that he was reading this book too because of his interest in the book at almost all times. Also, let's not forget that Brain said himself that he wishes to use the Book of Prophecies to achieve his own goal of being the virus that alters events set in stone. He also is confronted by Ventus and the others about his curiosity of the book, as he is told that he's always reading the book. Here's some more fuel to the fire. Brain even presented the first task to the new Union leaders from the Book of Prophecies, where they had to create spirit dream meters of their own to commemorate their promotion as Union leaders and to forget about the tragic events of the Keyblade War. Right now, all of you must be like, yeah, okay, Brain has read the Book of Prophecies multiple times, okay, so what, right? Well, the reason why I'm bringing this up, you might ask, is because this. Think about it. There's something kind of off about Brain. He seems to have a lot of weird character contradictions. Brain makes a statement that, for those paying attention, probably realized that it was immediately a lie. Or was it? Towards the end of Union Cross, Brain says that he's never read the Book of Prophecies. Now, how in the world could that be when he's literally clearly seen multiple times reading it? Well, what if this is the actual real Brain saying this? The Brain that says he never read the Book of Prophecies is the same Brain that spoke with Ava. In Brain and Ava's conversation, Brain promises Ava to never open the book if he can avoid his fate. So what about Brain clearly reading the book? It's safe to assume that this is an entirely different Brain or an imposter. I also have some pretty interesting evidence that supports this accusation of Brain being an imposter. Have you noticed that Brain occasionally acts strange and everything he says or does doesn't add up from time to time? Here's some examples. In Secret Reports 11 through 13 in Kingdom Hearts 3, we can presume that it was written by Luxu, but pay attention to what Luxu says in the report. Luxu notes that the one of the new Union leaders was an imposter and calls them a virus in the program. Brain refers to himself as the same exact thing, so Luxu basically confirms Brain to be an imposter right then and there. Here's some more evidence. Back at the clock tower, when the data Daybreak Town started glitching out and getting all chaotic and shit, we all get to see Brain saying, "So it's already begun." This literally implies that Brain already knows what's going on, but at this moment in time, nobody knew that they were even in the data version of Daybreak Town. It's like Brain already knew of the data world. But then later after, we see Brain surprised, and then he says, "We were so sure we were in the real Daybreak Town." Why would he say this if he already knew that prior to this happening? If Brain said he would be the virus, wouldn't he have known that they were in the data world from the beginning? It's not all adding up, man. Another piece of contradicting evidence is that while Brain reads the Book of Prophecies in front of everyone at first, it's only after the glitching starts happening that he needs to read it alone. Like, this is clearly shown when Lorium is in there with him, and he's trying to read the Book of Prophecies, and he's like, yo, can you like leave, fam? You know what I'm saying? Like, there was literally a scene where he was like, yo, I can't have you here when I'm reading this book. That's pretty sus if you ask me. I'm gonna be keeping a buck with you guys. Like, that's so sus. It's like he only chooses to obey and listen to Ava sometimes and not always. But what if there is a Brain who is doing everything right and another Brain who isn't? That would make perfect sense in this situation. There's no way that Brain could have a split personality, you know what I'm saying? They're not doing that. Here's an interesting piece of evidence. In the beginning of Union Cross, after the Keyblade War, when Brain is introduced, why is Brain so sus of Ava and not trusting her? He has no reason of being sus of her if this is literally after they had their conversation already. Because remember that Brain and Ava discussed things after she gave him a copy of the Book of Prophecies. This scene when Brain is introduced is after those events transpired. This is obvious because at this moment Brain already has a copy of the book. So why is Brain showing two sides so often? It's because Brain isn't showing two sides. He is in fact a clone or an imposter. So after all of that evidence, do you think that there's more than one Brain? Who do you think this Brain clone or imposter really is? And what is their goal? Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Did you like this theory? Do you agree? Do you think that I'm reaching? Let me know for sure. Before I go, I want to thank you all for watching. It means so much to me, and I really appreciate all the support I've been getting on the channel. Make sure to give my video a like and subscribe to the channel for more great content coming your way. Also, go ahead and follow me on social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Discord. I'm always active, and it's a great way to stay in touch with all of you. Last but not least, make sure to check out the community section of the channel. I post on there a lot, and there's polls and a lot of cool topics discussed on there. So it's the best way to, become a true part of the community. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. As always, stay strong, young guardians. This is Joker, signing out. Peace.